Video number 2. 2 in one day. I don't know if I'm going to keep this up. But 2 topics very near to my heart. The new console's coming out. Can't wait. Super hyped. This one's about the Xbox Series X. The new one. The fridge. The black refrigerator. You know. The tower. I like it. I don't know. A lot of people have a problem with the name. The Series X. I know what Microsoft is going for. What they should have done in the beginning. They're trying to just streamline it. Everything is just the Xbox now. Everything's the Xbox. I understand that. It makes it easier. It makes it, like I said, a lot more streamlined. It's going to be the Xbox Series, whatever it is. I never liked the Xbox One. I never cared for the name. I like the console. Never cared for the Xbox One name. I was like, I don't go in the store and say, let me get that for Xbox One. No. Let me get that for the Xbox. It's always been the Xbox. Except for the 360. I did call things, the 360. I didn't even call it the Xbox. It was just the 360. But yeah, the name doesn't bother me, whatever. To me, it makes it easier. Xbox. Xbox Series, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just going to call it the Xbox. It's always been the Xbox. This is going to be the Xbox. So, it doesn't make a big deal to me. Why they used X, in the meantime, in between time, like while the systems kind of overlap, it might be a little confusing when people buying the Xbox One X and the Series X. I can see that maybe being an issue, but give me the new Xbox. People don't know what you're talking about. Unless you go to Walmart, they don't know what. They have no idea what you're talking about. Just playing Walmart, guys. Some of y'all know what you're talking about. Most of you don't. So, the look of it, the tower look. I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. I don't see the big deal. There's like the memes with the black refrigerator, like the Xbox on it. I get it, but I don't know, it looks fine to me. It's like a mini tower. It's fine, It's not that big. It's like 3 controllers high. It's about a controller wide on your side. It's not that big. People look like, oh my God, it's huge. It's not that big. It'll fit just fine. It's not an issue for me. I don't get it. It looks fine to me. It looks kind of cool. It looks different. It looks powerful. It gives off that PC Master Race vibe. Gives you that it looks powerful. You look at it like that looks like a beast. It looks like you just look at it and you think that that means something. That means something. How hyped am I about it? Super hyped. I have a feeling, Microsoft, especially with this generation, they start off way behind. They tripped and fell on their face right out the gate with the whole DRM thing and the Kinect, forcing people to buy a Kinect. And Sony ran off and Sony killed it. Props to Sony on that. They ran off before Microsoft didn't even get started. They were halfway to the finish line. It was a wrap. But with Xbox One X, they finally got to the point where they had the most powerful console. I don't think they're trying to let that go. I think they're really leaning hard on being the most powerful console. I think that's what they're going for. And I understand that, and that's, games at the end of the day matters, but they bought a shitload. The past couple of years, they bought a shitload of studios. I don't think that's going to be a problem this time around. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, Sony has a head start, not just, sales-wise, but like in goodwill-wise. They built a solid reputation with the PS4, and it's going to lean into that. And I have a feeling Microsoft's going to come out the gate, and they're not going to be, I don't think they're going to be cheap. I don't see that thing being cheap. I think I'm worst case scenario, I'm preparing myself for like $600 worst case. They can't go above that. There's no way they can go above that. They do, they're screwed. It's over. They even think about going above that. I'm going for 600. Hopefully it'll be around 500 or better yet 400. I don't see 400. I'm sorry. I see Sony maybe doing 400 because I think they're going to have a less powerful system. I see Sony going for 400. I see that working very well for Sony. But I don't see Xbox doing it under 5. You know, it would be very interesting if it did. Very interesting. But I don't know. That thing looks expensive. You know, that thing looks like what I'm from hearing about the specs and the GPU, and it's a beast. I think it's gonna be a beast. You know, some of the parts that are going in there, putting above just off parts alone, puts it in the $600-700 range. You know, so it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see if these guys take a loss getting these systems out, you know, at a reasonable price. And better, and even more interesting is what nobody's talking about right now. How much are these games gonna cost? God, it's a bumpy ass fucking road. Sorry. How much are these games gonna cost? You know, I don't think they're gonna be able to push these, you know, 120 frame per second videos and games and 8K and stuff like that, and still be charging $60. I don't see it. You know, be prepared, guys. Be prepared. I don't think these games are getting any cheaper. They've been $60 for about damn near 20 years now. I don't see it. I don't see it. They're gonna make their money somehow. Just be prepared. Worst case scenario, I think these games are going up. I do. I really do. I hope not. I don't want to be paying those $70 for a game, but I don't know, man. I don't know with all the microtransactions they got. They don't really need to raise the prices. But when has that ever mattered? So the main question is, which one am I leaning toward buying right now? First, before it's all said and done, I'll own both. But which one am I going to buy first right now? I'm a little more hyped about the Xbox. I can't lie. The Xbox is, you know, making all the right moves. And Game Pass, bro. Game Pass is the best deal in game. No one can deny Game Pass. And Sony's doing their best to try to copy with the PlayStation Now, but you know what they lack. But they're not putting their big games on that thing. But Microsoft's like, here you go, day one, take it. You know what I'm saying? And with all these studios they bought up, they're going to be having a lot more games coming out this generation. And it's going to be all included. Game Pass, you can't ignore Game Pass, man. I played so many games that I probably would have never played otherwise because of Game Pass. I mean, my back catalog is ridiculous right now. And Game Pass is a big reason for that. Like, can't beat it. Can't beat Game Pass. Can't beat it. And full 100% backwards compatibility with everything in the Xbox library, everything in the Xbox, you know, Xbox, original Xbox 360, Xbox One. I mean, controllers backwards compatible. I mean, it's easy. I don't have to do much. I don't do much at all. So right now, I'll probably buy the Xbox first because number one, Game Pass. Number two, you know, it's probably gonna be the most expensive. So might as well get that one out the way first. And I'll probably get the PS4 maybe that Christmas or a little bit after. Because, you know, I don't know. So far, PS4 is, you know, it's still early. E3 hasn't happened yet. The conferences haven't happened yet. My opinion might change. But I'll probably get the Series X first, as of now, then the PS4. Now, back to that, the speculation of my last video, the Switchpro. Will there be a Switchpro, you know, to keep up with the hardware demands? I don't know. It's hard to predict that one because Nintendo's never been about that. And not since probably GameCube has Nintendo really cared about horsepower. They've always innovated and grown in different ways. But, you know, it's going to get to a point where it's going to be hard to port third-party titles to the Switch because the new systems are going to be just too much for the Switch to handle. And I don't know how that's going to work. Well, it's going to be a situation where, you know, only Nintendo's making games for the Switch after a certain point. Well, it's not a bad thing. Nintendo's been cranking them out pretty good. But, you know, that's an interesting question, you know. And even if they did make a Switch Pro, would you buy one? would you be interested in yet another Switch? I don't know. It's a double-edged sword for Nintendo. And Nintendo's I don't know. It's an interesting spot for Nintendo to be in. I mean, of course, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think if they made a Switch Pro, much like the Switch Lite, I don't think it would be a Switch. I think it would be some sort of standalone console. I don't think it would be a Switch in the traditional sense. I don't think it would be dockable and be able to carry it around all the time. I think it would be a dedicated home console that maybe your Switch plugged into. That'd be interesting. I don't know. Like I said, Nintendo's real innovative. You never know what Nintendo's gonna do. But yeah, I think Nintendo has to do something, because it's got to get to a point where the games won't fit anymore. You'd be cutting too many corners and the games just won't function on the Switch anymore. And you're almost there now. I mean, there's a few games they're squeezing on there, like Witcher 3 is some sort of black magic. That game shouldn't exist on the Switch, but it does. So who knows what Nintendo has up their sleeve. Yeah, but that's how I feel about the new consoles. Right now, I'm leaning toward Team Xbox. They got my favorite controller. They got the Xbox Live. They got Game Pass, which is really the deal breaker right there. Is Game Pass just, if you don't have Game Pass, get it. Holy crap, Game Pass is something else. And but don't worry, Sony guy. I'm gonna get that PS5. Don't worry about that. Just which one I'm getting first. And right now, it looks like I'm getting this on the Xbox first. But like I said, what do you guys think? Are you guys as hyped as me? Y'all just nibbling on all the little morsels of information going out right now? I know I am. What about y'all? What system are you gonna get? You gonna get all three? Oh, maybe three. You gonna get both of them? You gonna get both of them at the same time? You're a big baller like that? Then you get one and then get the other. Let me know in the comments below. Super hyped. Can't wait for E3. All right, guys.